Um, so you definitely want to try to get this up. I've been slacking on this one in particular. I really don't use it that much until I started using the chain rush combo. So you use this if you're kind of just pacing back and forth, right? You're watching them. You see someone in range, you pull them, and then you rush them. And obviously, it'll pull them over here and rush them over here. So it'll get them back into your team, right? So your next move is going to be like your main combo. It'll be these two. So when you're diving in, you pop this, and then you just start hitting them with this. Now with the specialization from these two, you're going to want to do piercing strike, and then critical hit chance down. You have a 70% chance to proc this, which means more than likely you're going to hit 3 out of the 4, right? And this 25 crit chance down is huge, right? Because most people can only get, let me see, I don't have crit on mine, but essentially, right now in the game, it pretty much knocks them down to 0 crit, which is huge. So you'll never be critted, which also plays in the fact of using this, so you'll take more damage, or you'll survive a lot longer from taking damage. Right. On top of that, what is it that I use? On top of that, I use this, and I also use this as a frontline tank. So let's say I'm going in, right? I start with this, I do some damage, doing some damage, taking some damage. Say I Q block that, 2 seconds left, do some more damage. That runs out, I'll pop this. The reason why I pop that is to give me more health, right? So I don't have to heal just yet. This is to give me more health. And then you pair that with the defensive increase, and you just get substantially a lot stronger while this is on cooldown. And this is on a short cooldown, right? Now, once this is on a short cooldown, you can do these, and it'll lower this cooldown as well. So you can get it up a little bit quicker, right? And then, of course, once this one goes down, then you're going to switch to this one. Oh, and then you're going to switch to this one. So that's what you're going to want to do. As soon as this one goes off cooldown, I hate that I can't show right now, this one should be back up and ready. So you should be able to pop 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your team comes in, and then bam, you buff them up as well, so they'll survive, and then you should be all set to at least survive pretty much a full combo from the enemy team. Obviously, if it's like 14, 15 plus people, it's going to be really tough to withstand all of that damage, especially if you don't have a healer yourself. That's able to keep you up as well. Another thing I like to use, this is pretty much used at the very end, right? So I only use this in 2 situations. If I know we're going to be sitting here for a good 10-15 seconds, I will use this. I typically combo with all 3. The reason why is I want my whole team to be able to sit here and we can all take damage. If we get floated, that's great. As you can see when I don't know if it can't really show here. But let's say you get tornadoed up in the air. As long as this is down, you are still getting heals from this, which is really nice. So you'll take every damage the tornado gives, and then your flashway hits as well is going to be able to heal that back up, which is super nice to have. Or let's say you clear the wave, right? You clear everybody, your team, you tell your team, hey, stack on me, stack on me. They're pretty low on mana, maybe like 25-50% low on mana. You stack on them. This is going to boost them, not staff users substantially, but this is going to boost them pretty much a lot. So this is going to give them an extra combo attack, so when they get pushed. So that's very helpful. That's if they don't have like this cake. This cake will boost your mana regen by 30%. Or there's a mana pot that you can use as well that I don't really care about on this character because I don't run out of mana. I never run out of mana. And that's because of this skill, the AoE healing circle with the mana regen, and that's also because of this. With this build, you always want to keep your SNS out. You never want to switch to your wand. Once you switch to your wand, you're pretty much dead weight, you're losing mana, and you're going to take a substantial amount of damage and hits. Keeping your SNS out will obviously reduce the damage that you take, but also give you a chance to block. This guy's annoying. Will also give you the chance to block. The next skills to focus on is this one. Right, this Annihilating Slash. I like to combo it with. Oh, let me go over these. So, I'll finish this one first. I like to combo it with these three as well. So this is when you get into their line, or when you get pulled into their line, right? You're staying in the front. There's about a 50-50 chance you either get a pull, or you get pulled. So let's say you get pulled. If they have the rear hook, they're going to hook you to about right here. And that hook is also a root for 1 second. So you can't move after being hooked for 1 second. After that, you might be hooked again. So you might get hooked to back here, or you might stay here. Right? With being here, if you see the larger clump is to the right or to the left. For this instance, we'll go to the left. Let's say your camera's facing this way, so you can see your team. What's going to end up happening is you're going to pan to the left on your screen, or the right towards your, however you want to think about it. If you're facing them, it'll be to your right. If you're facing your team, it'll be to your left. But essentially, you want to get into the middle as much as you can. This is a guaranteed slow that's going to be on them for 2 seconds, and you have 2 of them. This allows your team to push in to kind of give them that edge. And on top of that, with every one that you hit, the cooldown goes down by 5 seconds. So every time you hit one person, that's 1 second reduced. So if you're on a stack of 15, you can spam this like no matter what. You can keep spamming this indefinitely until they all die. Right? So let's say you get pushed in. You're using this. You can rotate even to here. Spam this. You get one more off. Pop this. I didn't get that one off. Right? We're just waiting. We're burning cooldowns. That runs out. We pop this. Now this lasts for about 7 seconds on yourself. And then with that being said, bam, pop that one. You can also pre-pop that one early. I don't typically recommend it. It's better to keep everything on low cooldowns. So, on low cooldowns, but it's also very helpful to kind of use them when needed and not just blatantly use them, right? Because let's say I just hook this guy and then I push in. That guy's just gonna morph and follow right behind me to get back to his team. That's all that's gonna happen. So it's very important that when you hook, you push them back. So those are those 3 skills. With the chain hook or with the rush, you always want to do widen. You don't have to do widen if you don't feel like it's necessary. I like to do it just to pretty much guarantee I'm going to push them back. And then for this one, you want to do wrath hook, rear chain hook, and skill distance increased. So this is pretty much going to be your SnS specializations. The remaining of your skills can be used as preference, right? So this one, you can put this skill wherever you feel comfortable. But this is going to be your sustain. This is going to be your solo heal. This way the healer on your team, if you have one, doesn't have to stress too much about healing you and can focus on healing the team. The biggest things is you want these 2 for sure. These 2 will keep you up extremely long, especially if you have the excavators, right? Because once you hit below 40%, your healing is increased by so much, and you could take yourself from I take myself from 10% with 2 skills all the way to full. It's pretty good. With that being said, with your healing, we're going to drop down to the next passive skills. What you're going to do is you're going to want this one, because this is a heal from everything. And then you're going to want to do this one. You should have roughly 7k mana. I'm not sure if you can see it over there in the top left. I have 7.6k. I'm not sure if it counts the 0.6. I think it only counts to 1,000. So my goal with the build that I'm building, unfortunately my gear is not completely set, but my goal is to get to 8k mana and 19k HP. It's very doable with everything that I'm missing. Like I want to change these breeches out, and I want to change this helmet out. I haven't really debated on changing the gloves out. I kind of like the gloves for the strength, but I still will get there because I'm also down 4 points, I believe, on strength. I was trying to push up that perception. I'm having a little tough time pushing up that perception. But it's not really needed. The perception's not really needed. You can honestly put it probably into this. Like, let me see if I can swap it out real quick. So this is plus, how many do we get? 49. And this drops me down to 32. Okay, so 17 in strength right now. I could go 40 in perception, and then the rest into wisdom. So that's 30 wisdom. So that's an additional 75 mana. And this one you can kind of put wherever, to be honest. Yeah, perception is probably going to be your better one, because it gives you a higher hit chance as well. That's why I'm running pretty low right here. So I get that extra hit chance, because right now my hit chance is not that great. But I still land a lot of stuff. So, now moving on to the last two skills. The last two skills are very situational as well. I like to use the shield on myself if it is the case. And then I also like to use, where is it? I also like to use this as well if I'm playing in the front, because it is going to reduce, the amount of, where is it? It's going to reduce the amount of heavy hit, or it's going to increase your chances of hitting heavy. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't really tested this out too much, but I'm pretty sure this stacks with your party as well, which is really nice. You don't want to do Whirling Shield. Whirling Shield will only hit a maximum of 4 targets. I'll show you right here. I throw this. Okay, 5 targets. I'm sorry. Was it 1 and then 4? I thought it was only 4.
Can you block this too? Don't practice makes perfect. Don't practice makes perfect. Don't forget to practice.
Okay, so it's 1 and then 4 more after that. Right. So that's only allowing you to hit 5 targets. Now if I take this off and put on this one, this is gonna let me hit essentially anyone in this group, right? And if you're in a stack of like 15 right here, right, you just easily move out and throw that in. See, I got another chance, so you can even stagger it, like walk around the group, take this, bam, throw one. If you get another one, great, you throw another one. That's so many people being put down, and then you throw this down and this kills them. This is pretty much the build that I liked running as a frontline tank. Obviously with SnS wand you have a little bit more versatileness. Let me see if I can get Jerry over here real quick. He might be running something. So essentially you pop this, get a couple hits, bam, doing this. You're in the outer of their team, so you'll pop one of these, I get another one, pop another one of these, bam, I'm still back here, taking as much damage as I can. Boom, popping those. Nice, they're slowed, so my team has a better chance of hitting all of them, if not most of them. Then you pop this, so you stay alive a little bit longer. Your team comes in, bam, you pop this. If you notice you're not low on health, or you're not being focused, but one of your allies is, you can switch. Let me see if I can borrow this guy. Right, so you're doing this. No one wants to be in my party? Who's this? Can anybody be in my party, please? Anybody? Cool. Okay. So, right. We're back here. I see this guy's coming in. He's getting pretty low. I see him. I'm gonna rotate. Pop that shield on him. He should be fine enough. With the Stalwart Bastion that I pop, with my group being close nearby me. And then at this point, I'm just staying alive, doing damage to as much people as I can. If you see someone's on your team, like I say this guy's on his team, I'm gonna come over here. Boom, push him off, right? Your job, as long as your entire party is together, which is how it should be, you should be able to see your party in one screen. There's no reason for you to be here, your healer to be where Gertrude is, and then your DPS to be all the way back here. That's about a 15-meter difference between everyone. Right. The goal is to stay clumped up. Essentially, this is where you want everyone to be. Like this is the tank. I'm the healer. This is my DPS. Obviously, the DPS would be like fanned out a little bit. Maybe like one who has a little bit more extra. Be back here a little bit. But for the most part, you want everybody to be within a 5-meter radius of each other. This way, when I pop this, it'll reach. See how far it reaches? It reaches past Gertrude. That's what you want, and that's what you need for them to survive. That's raw damage that they're not taking, which is very substantial. So this is the first Frontline build that I really liked and really enjoyed. Obviously, you can also use this on yourself. 900% is a lot of sustain. You can take a lot of damage. Even when you're knocked up, you still have the shield. When you're knocked up, it's even better because when ranged and melees are hitting you in the air, or ranged and magics are hitting you in the air, that's damage that they're dishing out that you're not taking when you're not doing anything. So it's very situational on what you can do with this one. Same thing with this one. You get low, bam, you just heal yourself right up. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. For this one, you have 6 points left to spend. You can put it in whatever you feel like you would need to. Like if you wanted to put it into here, you're more than welcome to. If you wanted to put it into this one for duration, you can. That's always not a bad choice as well. Especially if you're running where is it? Especially if you are running buff duration. If you're running buff duration, that is wonderful. 100% easy stat to put that 1% second. So that's 1% into not 6 seconds, but that's however many percent you have in buff duration into the initial seconds plus that additional second. So you're getting a little bit of a boost, which is really nice. Sorry, I gotta do this real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much the first Frontline build that I like to run. The second Frontline build I like to run is a little bit more catered to my team. And less catered to me doing damage. Let me take a screenshot of these so you can see them at least. Oh, shoot, I'm missing two. For these last two, I would always go this one. Skill heal is your best thing. If it's daytime, this is an amazing skill to have. 100% do recommend. If it's nighttime, you're more than welcome to swap that out. to do for this one, you're more than welcome to do that. For nighttime, I honestly don't think it's like 30% skill damage boost from you isn't going to do that much. And then you're not running curse skills either, so this only works for at nighttime. It only decreases curse skills. That's it. It doesn't decrease any other cooldowns. So if it's nighttime, swap this. If it's daytime, swap this. This gives you a lot more sustain in the battlefield. But this is pretty much the build for the first one. Go proper screenshot. Alright. The next one that I like to do isn't much different. Let me get rid of this cursor. It's not much different. It's more catered to the team, whereas this one is more catered to protecting yourself. Right, these three will always stay the same. This one you're also going to want to run the AoE heal, and I'll give you a reason in just a moment why I put this one over here. But on top of that, you're also going to run what was I thinking? Oh, this one. Right. I flipped these two because I more than likely not going to use this one as much as I'm trying to stick with the team, and I'm not pushing or engaging. A different team is engaging or a different team is pushing. And then of course I'm kind of sitting back behind like the first three tanks. This way I can still try to get a chain off. With me it's very difficult. I do get targeted very often. I'm usually the first one to get pulled, even if I'm like the third, fourth, or fifth person behind the other four people. Right. I will reset these just to kind of explain it a little bit more. But everything else stays the same. This is more oriented to the team than it is oriented to you playing solo at the front line. So as always, you definitely want that piercing strike. Gives you a cone. Always want that critical hit chance weaken. This also will keep your team up a little bit longer. Counter barrier, you don't really have to put anything on here. I think this is kind of useless again. Yes, it gives you a bit more damage if your DPS can't put out that damage, but they should be putting out that damage. So the cooldown is very great. This will help keep it up. You always want this to be Wrath and Rear. If you want, you don't need to because you're playing a little bit further back. So you're probably going to use this to pull people off of your DPS. With that being said, they should be close to you at all times. This one, you probably only need one of these. Again, it's to help your team, your team back off of a situation if need be. So I would probably only do these two. This lasts for 3 seconds, I think, on them, which is pretty huge. If I'm not mistaken, it's 3 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's 3 seconds. I don't see it on here, but it's 3 seconds. I'm pretty sure. This one, you also want to run movement speed. For this, still same thing. You can run health regen as well. This will boost up your HP regen, so every time you do a tick from swift healing, that's going to be a 200% heal on yourself. Oh, this one. That's going to be a 200% heal on yourself. Right? That was 27k, that was a hard hit. 22k, this is like without being buffed or anything. Actually, I think I have. Yeah, I still have these on too. So, if you look earlier in the video, I was only doing like 1700. Let's see right here. Okay, 2100, 22. I don't know why it's doing so much. Oh, I know why. I'm a goofy goober. That's because of this one. This is huge. This is so big. A lot of people don't really, I feel like a lot of people don't really look into it. For healing wise, you can always pop this. If you look at the top left, I have 5 stacks that last for 4 seconds. Look, 2400 base, 22,000 base, 1900 base. It boosts your healing up by a lot. Once this comes back up, I'll show you the other combo. Let's see. So yeah, the skills are set. Let's go over specialization. Again, I like to run this to help out my team. That's all of those, leaving you with 34% left. You want this on though. This is optional. I haven't really tested this one if it really helps out significantly. But just in case they do get debuffed, this will remove a debuff. It is one debuff. It should help out a lot. Again, very situational. So for this one, you want to run both of these. Same thing here. You want to run both of these. And then this one you can either keep solo, or if you're not running this, you can run targets expanded. This also gives you 3 extra specialization points where you can put into this one, so you could pretty much push even more people. So the reason with this build, right, pretty much the same thing. You're going in, you're doing damage, yada yada. These will be like your main 4 skills in the center for me. Will be the main 4 skills. This will be, as you can see, let's say my entire team is here, which it should be more like this. You're pretty much staying with the team. You're gonna stack with them, buff them, and then go in. That's a 7-second push that you have. So you guys have 7 seconds, and then maybe, what's the range on this right now? So about right here. You guys are thinking about pushing. You say group up. You pop this. You go first. You then pop this as well. You're gonna have 2 buffs on you. That's okay. Your main priority right now is to pretty much engage. And then once that wears off, you're going to push this. Now remember, let's say you're getting low, right? You just pop that for an additional 4k HP. You're getting low again. Bam, you pop this on yourself. That's so much more healing to yourself. You're back to full health. Your team's with you. You pop this, give them a shield. And then you pop this, takes less damage after that shield breaks. Let's say they're staggered around. Great. Let's do that, slow them down so we can back up. Now another neat thing, is he still around here? Cool. So another neat thing, that passive will stack even if you place this on someone else. See that? 5. And then the more people in it, the better. If there is 5 people right here, and you're right here, that's an instant 5 stacks that you can use on yourself if you're taking substantial amount of damage. Right? Or you can swap, right? Next character heal, next character heal, next character heal. Right, dude, it's so, on the console it's so janky. Let's say your team is about 15-20% HP down. Pop this real quick, bam, full health. That also stacks with this. You get your 5 stacks, pop that, bam, even more HP healing. And then you can buff that once you start seeing them take damage again. And then you could do this, slow them down. You only need 1. Again, your primary skill here is just going to be this. You want your main focus, you're going to be taking a lot of damage. You want your main focus is to be reducing that crit damage, or that critical hit chance, so that they cannot survive. You can also pop this on your team. See how it's targeted on him. You can also pop that on your team, so if they're all around and you don't need it, bam, you pop that, pop this for yourself, and then you're all set. Same thing applies over here, right? It's wider. I got caught by this one, but it's gonna push 1, 2, 3 over to here, which is nice. Same thing with the pull. The pull is probably gonna be your best friend. When you're playing outer circle, waiting for that engage, your pull is probably gonna be that best friend. But yeah, those are probably the 2 of my favorite builds that I have right now. Just personally. Slow down, pop up, heal if I need to, heal myself, get this off again. Oh, someone's on him. I'm gonna pull him off. Someone's on him again. I'm gonna push him back. So that's pretty much the 2 builds I like. Just always keep in mind what day, what time of day it is. If it is nighttime, I'll be honest with you, this is not gonna help you out at all. You're better off going with this one. This increases the CC resistance. Or, actually there's no or. Yeah, this is the only one you want to switch off to. But yeah, I hope this helps you out. Time to save and crop the video. Have a good day, Gua.